Hello friends, welcome to my channel Hiratakis. This is our React.js tutorial part 9. In this video, let me explain how to fetch the API. Initially, we can go with one get method. Once we have a data, we can populate into one of the table. So let me start the implementation. Okay, this is my application. For the API point of view, I am going to use the JSON Server REST API only. So if you're not aware about this JSON Server REST API, I have done the separate video for that. The video link also in the description. Okay. I'm running my API JSON server and my JSON file in this path. Okay, and this is my API endpoint. Since it is the get method, we can check from the browser itself. Okay, we are able to get the data, right? The next, in our application point of view, I'm going to create one new component. So inside this component folder, we can create one new folder and we can provide the name as employee. And creating our new component, employee listing. So initially, we can have one div tag. Employee listing. I'm adding this component into the routing side. In this app component side, we have a multiple route. So here, we can include our employee also. And mapping our employee listing component. And also we can add one menu link. So already we have this contact. So after that, we can include our employee. Fine. Now if we look at the UI, you can see this employee. It's showing page not found. Let me verify. It may be not saved. Let me. Okay, here is the error. File extension should be JSX. Okay, and we can re-import once again. Okay, fine. Okay, so now the error got resolved. So the next thing is, as I mentioned, we are going to fetch the API. For doing that, first we can have one useState variable. Okay, the employee data, then function set data, and we can use useState. So by default, we can have the null value. Okay, so let me format it, right? And then we can use the useCFI hook. Okay, and we can use the empty dependency as well. So here we can use the fetch function for fetching our API. Okay, here I'm going to use our API URL, and we can use it here, our API endpoint, right? First we can convert this response into JSON format. Okay, right? Then we can assign this value into our useState variable, and our useState variable function is set employee data. We can assign it here. Let me format it. And finally, if there is any error, we can store in the console. Fine, let me format it. So here we can check our response whether we are getting this value. Look like there is no error. If I check in this console, let me refresh once again. Okay, see, we are able to fetch both the data, right? So the next thing is I'm going to have one table here and we can bind this data. Okay, it's quite interesting. So now in this HTML side, already we have a div. So what I'm going to do, let me use some bootstrap classes. There's a container, and inside the container we can have the card, just for the look and feel only. Okay, last name card, and in this card we can have a card title. Inside this title we can have this employee listing. That should be fine. So after that we can have another one div. Here we can use the class name card body. Okay, and in this body section, maybe look at the UI. Okay, there is a box was there, right? So inside this body section we can use table, the class name table, and table border. Okay, then we can have a t head, I mean table header, and also table body. So in this header section we can have all the cells, id, name, email. We can check all the fields from our data side. Yeah, we have id, mobile, salary, can include both. Now if I look at the UI, it is somewhat fine. For the background we can include like, and in this body section we need to bind our data, right? So what I'm going to do, first we can check whether we have a data. If there is a data, then we can generate the loop by using this map operator. Let me format it, and here we can have a tr ed, and we can bind this value id, the name, email, and mobile number, salary, right? And very important thing, in this tr we have to include one key value. Here the key value should be id only. Okay, so we can check now. Okay, looks like some error. Let can verify from the syntax. We are doing this mapping. Okay, in this iteration we have to use like, so we can recheck now. Okay, the data are loaded. So additionally we can include some buttons for doing the action like edit and delete, and also this table header we can have some background color. Already I have some css. It's look like it is not working. Anyway, I will re-verify once again. So before that we can include like action, and in this td section we can have two buttons. Okay, one is button edit and another one is delete. Okay, now if you look at here, it's fine. For this header section So look like some changes from the Bootstrap side. Instead of the BG, we have to use like table dark. Let me try now. Okay. It is working fine. So our header also got updated. And now we successfully fetched to an API with get method and we have populated data in our grid. In my next video, we can do one form design and we can get the data by using the post method. We can insert the records. Okay. So still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box. And also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.